Oop, let's go ahead and pop that in here. Yeah, it's an 1820. Just so you guys can see it. This is 1820 by Razio. Let me go ahead and fix that. Razios. Okay. Bro, smash that like button. All right, I got you. I liked the other video. Everybody, if you want to watch it yourself, smash that like button. Subscribe. Let me link Talik's run too before I forget. So you guys can follow Talik as well. God, I literally just had it open. Hold up. Here it is. That's Talik's run right there. Make sure to watch it. Subscribe to everybody that has been featured, please. Give those videos a like and all that stuff. Way to start the video with F-bomb Razio. Nice. Yeah, Razio, you're never gonna get monetized that way. I think that will always happen.
You fucker.
Classic. That blessed the attempt. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta say some stupid shit during your run, otherwise it doesn't get blessed. I will say, your hold up. Sorry, I have some of it cut off. There we go. Your prologue movement is super fucking clean, dude. That's better than most of my prologues. Same with the other run. I've watched both by now. They were both really clean. I played too much Rando. True. Very clean prologue. Maybe time for Richter any percent.
Oh, you jumped, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Track did jump and was a piece of shit. I know I have it cut off a little bit, but it might be time.
It's a 2-second loss, that jump.
It might be time for you to drop the splits for
Maybe more. Maybe 2.5.
Prologue and Wolf. Because I mean, you can get sub 8 for free. Probably, yeah. That's only if you care about your sum of best, because it will give you an inaccurate sum of best if you use those. That's the only reason I had to drop them. Or because I actually cared about my sum of best. It's, you know. But sum of best is like, it's only as good of a metric as you're willing to read into it as. It's not like I look at my sum of best and just assume that it's like possible for me to achieve. So what's the WoW for? Just general movement, or you're playing so much better than when I reviewed the run? There's still a couple of like bad habits that I think I'm going to be able to point out, but yeah, very consistent shield dashing, I will say. This is like near optimal shield dashing. So
That's good.
nice. A solid, you know, 3 attempts at death skip, but hey, you got death skip. That's what really matters here. Clean menu afterwards. That's always good. It seems like your menus were good overall, you know, and getting a good death skip, you know, that shit happens with time. The only reason I was able to start doing bufferless death skip is because I put literally thousands of attempts in with the buffered version of death skip that I just had the timing internalized, you know. I would say once you get to the point where your death skip attempts are always like immediately, like always immediate, I should say, like you always get the right frame, that's when you can go for unbuffered death skip. But that's how I did it. So if you want to actively practice unbuffered death skip, I recommend practicing an emulator. If that's really what you want to do, though. That could help you with a consistent end of Clock Rush, if that's something you're interested in doing, but you have so much other time save that it's not necessarily like something you should really invest a bunch of effort into. you have tens of seconds of time save before you really need to worry about it. I tried bufferless for a while and just failed too many times, so whatevs. I wanted more runs. I think more runs is better. That's the main reason I don't do spell skip, or wasn't using spell skip for the longest time, even though it was like technically optimal. I wanted to do as many run attempts as possible because I figured it would help me iron out my issues better. I practiced map buffered death skip, and I was told not to because it would make No, map buffered is the correct death skip. Always map buffer the death skip until you get to like top level.
Fuck that axe.
Yeah, it is trippy. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Slugger and Gaibon kill. I would say if you are struggling with the clock rush at all, you should look into having at least a setup. Yeah, the PC track setup is pretty good. It's kind of slow, but it's better than oh, you've never done map buffer. Oh, you should definitely do map buffer, dude. It's so easy. But I mean, hey, you do you. I can't tell you what to do. Yeah.
Idiot.
You're fine, Razio. You're fine. Track setup might be optimal due to death animation happening on the ground. Oh, really? I guess, yeah, we never really looked into that. Huh. I get 15 out of 20 times last time. Okay. Okay. Maybe I might switch over to the track setup as well, because it doesn't matter if you have good strength or not. You get the setup either way. It's much more consistent. Because my issue is if I have too good of a strength level, it's hard to react to the proper timing for the double kill, because they fall faster if your strength's too high. But I think the track setup, it doesn't matter what your strength is. The confirm is hard, yeah, 100%. You have to be like super on the ball for it. So far, relatively okay. Clock Rush. Obviously, this is on Xbox, so like your load times are faster. Like Clock Rush is kind of free overall, even with like the small mistakes that you've had. Like this is definitely sub 8 material, so you're fine. Yep, you definitely want to kill everything along the way. That's part of the experience route. You kill absolutely everything. I think your movement overall has been pretty solid, though. Like, you're jumping pretty early after landing. That's one of the things that I've noticed a lot about newer runners. Oh, you don't kill the guy. Uh-oh. So, your experience route is wrong. Yo, see you later, Dogwood. So off the bat already, wrong. You need to kill this dude. All you gotta do is jump over and then do quarter circle forward attack, or you just literally just slash him twice. Either way. you gotta kill him. It saves 3 seconds. It's 3 free seconds of time save. Why is that so important? You skip a level up. You skip a level up animation for killing him. So it's 3 free seconds. It's free time save.
Yeah, use analog.
And you're already doing perfectly fine on your clock rush.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, he skips an entire... I think it's the Lesser Demon one, right? It lets you skip the level up at Lesser Demon, and then you get it at Karasamon instead. If I'm remembering correctly. I mean, it technically skips 3. Yeah. So so long as you do the proper experience route, it sets you up to skip potentially 3. You can sometimes stumble into the right experience route, if I'm remembering correctly, from back when the experience route was like not messed with as much, but either way.
Also, hello free.
So if it does end up skipping all 3 level ups, you're saving 9 free seconds. That's 9 seconds of time save, almost 10 full seconds of time save for free. So... and all you have to do is just kill that one guy. There's a couple of other things in the experience route that you don't do, but I'll bring that up when I get to it. It's like later in the, I think it's in the second castle you mess up something, but I'll bring it up when we get there. Okay, so here, I know I've already talked to you about it, but you need to be, if you're unsure when the clock's going to open, specifically because you did multiple attempts at the skip, just transform into wolf, walk up against this ledge while holding up, so up left, and then as soon as you hear the clock open, you can just jump and then untransform. You went for the YOLO because you weren't sure when it was going to open. And you were one full tick too late, and that ends up wasting like 2 full seconds, I think. Oh, and you missed the untransform there. Yeah, so you want to make sure that, yeah, you need to turn around for that dive kick. If you're too far to the left, you need to turn around midair, but...
Way to fucking throw the run, you idiot.
So you are 10, 11, no, 13 seconds behind optimal. I think 806 is when I open these doors, 804 if I do spell skip. So just to give you a reference for how much time you lost from doing buffered death skip plus messing up the optimal entrance. You have to at least react to the click for the untransform. Exactly, yeah. You, even if you were on the right cycle, you didn't untransform at the right time. You untransformed too early, even if it did open up. So,
what a doofus.
This, I think I 100% go over it in my any percent tutorial. I think I don't explain it 100% correctly in my any percent tutorial, but it should be explained relatively well because the way that you exit the clock rush is just as important as the rest of the run, because this is where you actually get to start saving time / losing time. So it's really important that like you don't disregard that part of the run. Because like I said, you're almost 20 seconds behind already. Gonna practice that? Yeah. It's like, it's not even hard execution wise. You just need to know what to do, and you're saving like 15 seconds for free over your next PB. So hey, next PB, you got 15 seconds of free time save right here. So I look forward to seeing that. Your movement here, clean, I will say.
Good library escape, good books.
I do love your mentality here. You were like, fuck, that sucks, but a good library escape and good books. And I'm already making that time up, so. I do appreciate that you notice that, like, I have time to save later. There's no point in resetting here. So, even with that movement mistake, you know? So, a good mentality, for sure. Decent manip. I'm pretty sure this part of the manip where you jump slash doesn't matter because you walked along here. The only reason that the jump slash ends up being faster is if you do a backdash earlier. So if you backdash off of here and then jump slash. I could be wrong though. It might end up not being that big of a difference though. Overall, safe manip to get through that room. So I should just walk for the second dude? No, I'm not saying you should walk for the second dude, but I'm pretty sure the jump slash versus the walk doesn't matter. I think the thing that actually saves time here is that you land here, you land a little bit earlier, you backdash off of this ledge, and then do a jump slash once you land. Because that area where you were walking from here to land, you could have backdashed. That's the only thing that I think makes up the time, if I'm remembering correctly. But other than that, it's fine. It's a safe... What you did there doesn't, it probably is only like half a second difference. I'm not going to nitpick that part necessarily, so. If I remember correctly, this is a pretty fast fight. Even, oh, well, never mind. I think it might have been the other run. Because Minotaur did walk back a little bit, and you do mess up the rhythm a little bit, but still overall, it was alright. It wasn't a terrible fight. So, what is this? Let me pull up my splits. Relatively slow menu. One thing that I started to do, I'm just curious what my splits look like at this point, just to give you like a reference point. Open splits, Symphony of the Night, 80% no save corruption. I'm at 914 during the teleport, so you're about 20 seconds behind. So again, that's like most of that time loss was in the entrance to, it was that 15 seconds from before. So overall, it's like you're not that far behind once you clean up that section. And as far as this menu goes, what I've been doing is I've been counting how many drops I get during the clock rush. So based off the menus I do, if I get one, God, I forget. I think I go over it in my 80% tutorial. But for every drop that you get, I'm just basically tracking where the library card is going to be, whether I have to press down twice or down right or down right down, basically. Either way. Yeah, you need to know if it's odd or even, basically. So you need to know if you're just pressing down or if you're pressing... I press right, you can press left, it doesn't matter. Just whether you need to move from where you are normally in the menu. If I remember correctly, this book jump was very close to not working, but... Yeah, very much close. This is the late miss, and I got so lucky, yeah. I mean, you do the same strat that I do. I'm pretty sure my strat isn't technically optimal, but it's just consistent for me. So, I mean, if it works, it works.
Let's menu good.
You can manually take Gladius to adjust the menu. That's also true, yeah. You can intentionally grab items as well to like change where the item is in the menu. These menus are slow. I do remember talking to you about this, that your menuing could be a lot better. I don't expect you to mash here. It only saves 2 seconds at most. And if you're not used to it, you can end up losing a lot of time going for it. So not going for the mash here is fine. Really, you should only be mashing here if you're like trying to get world record or if you're already comfortable doing it. This menu, you gotta do the Mitako menu. I don't know if you've practiced it or not, but you gotta do the Mitako menu. The Mitako menu is so good. So, immediately, R right trigger, instead of, you bought a high potion, somehow. Thankfully, you oversold on your garnets, because if you sold the exact amount that you needed, yeah, I need it. Oh my god, that's fucked up. You don't need a high potion, bro. You're fine. Okay. So if you sold the exact amount that you needed for the garnets, you wouldn't have enough money for a high potion. So you immediately right trigger and then up 2 times to get the mana prism. Right trigger, right trigger, right trigger, left bumper. You go up from here. It's faster to left bumper, down 1 Buffalo Star, down 2 library card, but whatever. And then you mistimed or you mispressed how many right bumpers or right triggers you did, but whatever. You had enough money for a diamond plate. Fuck it.
Diamond plate accidentally, okay.
Either way. Whatever, dude. Slow Mist Wolf, by the way. Did you not lose MP on that? That looks slow. Am I high?
This is fine.
Whatever. So, you were at the right height, dude. You should have went for the, it looks slow. Yeah. But he didn't lose MP. Fuck it. Wolf the Lesser Demon is free. Learn to at least attempt Wolf the Lesser Demon, I guess. It's not that hard. It's like 3 free seconds of time save. It scares me. It's not hard. It's really not. You have like a random chance of just saving 3 seconds for free. Yo, what's up, Vontiel? But it's cool. Yeah, think of how cool it is. That's what'll get you to learn it. Going for the high jump late, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know if you normally do the high jump late or not, but again, that's another situation where a menu, practicing that menu could save you like an extra. All of these menus have collectively have probably lost you like 10 seconds. When you backdash off that ledge, hold right. Are you talking about for this? For the bat?
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Once you backdash off this ledge, hold right. But yeah, let's see this library escape. I'm curious to see how this goes. If I remember correctly, you could improve on this a decent amount. Yeah, missed a wing smash, that's fine. So I would say, I don't know if you're practicing this or not. If you're doing this library escape, you want to start flying up before you hit this room, because you want to fly up against this terrain here.
Can never do it.
Because if you fly upwards and straighten out around here, you can skip this missed bat. And that'll save you like a second. But if you are practicing this section, I recommend learning it that way. So you can at least do the optimal version of this movement here. Here, if you Mana Prism, I'm pretty sure you should have enough MP to missed bat here, right? So many people skimp on the optimizing library escape that just goes straight for floor clip. Yeah, exactly. It's free. This is free practice, yeah. So, especially if you Mana Prism before doing this missed bat, you would have plenty of MP. Yeah, you lose MP on this missed bat too. So if you didn't do that missed bat, you'd probably have enough MP to go for a missed bat here. And then continue the wing smash chain, right? I haven't done library escape in so long, I don't remember how much MP you're supposed to have to do the optimal library escape. I always do it in, it's dive there and miss down. Okay. I don't remember.
Take that every day.
Because I haven't done it in such a long time. I don't remember how much MP you're supposed to have. I only ever do it in all bosses when I have way more MP. Or ABRSR, I guess. A little slow on the movement here, but I'm just assuming this is like nerves or something. A little slow on the starting the wing smashes as well, but that's not the end of the world either. It's hard to optimize the start of every single wing smash. Okay. You're flying up way too high here, by the way. Yeah, when you ranted about it. You're flying up way too high. I go over this in my 80% tutorial. The visual cue you're looking for is these candles. You want them to be near the bottom of the screen. So you see how right here, basically after you break this candle, you should start straightening out. And that'll give you enough momentum to be at least closer to the right height. It seems like your visual cue here is you wait to see the ceiling and then you start flying down. It's just too high overall. It used to be that people didn't think that there was a visual cue because of the background, but you know, you usually don't even have one. That's bad. Okay, so I don't necessarily always use the visual cue because my muscle memory, since I've practiced for so long, kind of sets me up for that anyways. But the visual cue will help guide you in figuring out the proper muscle memory anyways. You could also do it by counting your wing smashes. In general, when you're doing wing smash chains, it's very important to count your wing smashes. It helps you in always making sure you're doing wing smashes in the right spots, spacing them out properly, and it helps you just like be more consistent. I do like 5, maybe 6. I'm pretty sure if I like booted up the game, I would be able to like tell you exactly how many I do, but counting your wing smashes and doing the same amount every single time in practice is super important. But other than that, ooh, okay. I don't know why you untransformed early. Did you miss the wing smash? Is that what happened? Yeah, you go for a missed bat here. Yeah, that's normal. Never mind, I'm stupid. So yeah, wing smash. You missed the wing smash in this room. Okay, I saw the MP go down, but that's just because you're in bat form. It wasn't like a wing smash amount of MP. Okay, never mind. So you just missed the wing smash. Not that big of a deal.
Come on.
That's what it looks like when you miss it. This room, you got to go for the damage boost. It's free. You got to go for the damage boost, bro. Also, I'm trying to start trying this damage boost. Gotcha. It's so free. It's really, really, really easy. I go over it in the tutorial. But the visual cue is if your bat is like anywhere around this pillar, you're fine. In fact, you could even be a little farther to the right if you're scared, because the only thing that's bad about the damage boost is if you're too far left and you fly directly into the harpy, you'll get hit and not land on the cog. That's it. But yeah, as long as you fly up and you're to the right, and then you just like press right once you're about above this cog, or maybe even a little lower. I forget the exact visual cue for that. You'll land on here, immediately jump cancel it into a mana prism. You have iframes, and then you like just go through this harpy, and you're fine. You also start this wing smash a little too high. You can start it a little bit around here-ish, maybe a little in between this platform and this like gold pillar here. You were like about here, but it's not that big of a deal. I need to look into, because it might be better to do wing smash up and then during the screen transition hold down, and that'll let you go one full wing smash up to here, and that might save you some MP as well as be like it cuts out a missed bat. So I know it's possible, I just haven't messed around with it yet. This not good. Nah, slower. Is it slower? Again, it's something I haven't... You've tested it? Okay, cool. Never mind. I trust Alec. Anyways, this movement, pick a strat, any strat, but there's 3 strats you're allowed to pick. I really wanted it to be fast. Damn, that sucks. There's 3 strats you're allowed to pick. If you're not going for this, the pillar skip, or I don't even know what it's called, the stair skip, I don't know. Like where you go through this part of the room with a wing smash, if you're not going for it, you need to go for full backdash, gap. Okay. If you don't go for gap skip here, you're going to need to do full backdash, bat dash, and then do at least 1 full wing smash from that position upwards. And then from there, you can missed bat, do what Talik does. Or your options are go for gap, skip, get the gap skip, do a full wing smash up to around here, missed bat, and so you fly against here, which is great. You start the setup for any percent here, which is fine. But the problem is you go for a wing smash here, which doesn't make sense. This missed bat is just foolish. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Or, sorry, that wing. No, sorry. You're right. That missed bat is bad. You need to miss bat closer to this ledge, and you don't want a wing smash from here, because it's a waste of a wing smash. It doesn't actually save you any time. And you mess up the missed bat afterwards. So your options are you either miss bat against this ledge, or you miss bat against this ledge with your wing smash movement. And if you miss bat against this ledge, just fly straight up. Don't touch anything, just press full up until you get to about here-ish in this like cross in the background, and then you just fly straight. This section gives me anxiety, it needs practice. It's the hardest wing smash movement in the game for any percent, so I don't blame you. You need to practice it. It's the hardest room in the game for any percent. Especially going for everything optimally. I go over like intermediate strats, I think, in my world record video, like how to get world record. I go over like all of the possible backups that you might do and stuff like that, so. Yeah. Anyways, you know, you're actually out here running the game, so I'm not trying to roast you too hard, but I know you appreciate the pointers and getting roasted a little bit. At the very least, you have the knowledge knowing that you can get the bonk skip over here so long as you do the subpixel setup here or here. Both of those work. You can technically get it here as well, but I'm still debating which one's better for the setup that I do, but you don't have to worry about it. Oof.
Dude.
Oof. Also, this movement here, so long as you start your wing smash like before, as long as your bat is like before this white section here, so long as you do a wing smash and then buffer down out of it, you need to be against the ground though. It'll let you clear. This part is really challenging me. Yeah, it required. This is probably that room is probably the room I practice the most when I'm going for like world record. Like when I'm really trying to practice world record. Here, I recommend instead of holding left, I'm assuming you're holding left here and then pressing jump. I wait for the door to visibly close for me, and then I just press them at the same time. Or it seems like you tried to do that and you jumped and then pressed left. So if you press them on the same exact frame, this should be fine. It looks like it's the opposite problem. You actually jumped early and then started pressing left afterwards. But so long as you're pressing them on the same frame, you're fine. And that avoids that bonk. So this setup is weird to me I feel like, because I don't think it matters though, does it? Because you're going to be spending time in the air falling anyways. And then you set it up as wolf. I think that's fine, right? That doesn't really matter. The only issue, I saw it from Turbo's tutorial. I think the only issue is that you don't mist wolf, because that saves half a second for free. Every time you transform into wolf, if you're not mist wolfing, you're losing time. Because the transformation from mist to wolf is like faster than just doing a full wolf. But I don't think it matters, because you have to fall there anyways. So I don't think, unless the wolf fall speed is actually faster, I'm not sure, TBH. Yeah, I don't think that actually matters. If anything, it's like frames difference, whether it's faster or slower. So either way, this is fine so long as it works for you and you're able to practice it that way. It just looks unconventional. Yeah, it's definitely unconventional. I don't know why that's in the Turbo tutorial. I've never actually watched that part of the Turbo tutorial. That's crazy. It works for you. This part, however, where you do the jump afterwards, I think it's time for you to not do that anymore. So you should be able to visually confirm if you've got the skip by the time you're about here. And if you're even slow, you should be able to confirm it by the time you hit the floor. You immediately jump afterwards, which is crazy. So it goes to show that you visibly confirmed it already. So if you're able to confirm it early, you missed that over here. If you don't confirm it early, you should land and then transform. So if you confirm it as you're falling, if you transform with the momentum going forward, it puts you in this position basically anyways. It's just faster because you start the transformation earlier. Really comfortable with 2 wing smashes. You can do a 2 wing smash skip this way too when you go for the slide. So if you transform as soon as you land, you slide into the transformation and you end up in basically the same exact position.
Nice.
Yeah. Also, the reason why this one's kind of bad is your wing smash ends early. Here, you want your wing smash to end somewhere around here. So you spend more time in the wing smash animation, less time walking. It saves like a full second or so. But you get Richter skip first try. That's like huge in and of itself. So what's your time here? 14:14 for Richter skip. Mine is 13:02. And that's a bad Richter skip for me personally. 13:02 and is bad, but whatever. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the wrong splits. What am I? There we go. 13:01, still kind of bad. Also, I lost the timer. Where are we? Okay. Perfect.
Perfect Richter skip.
Either way. So that goes to show you probably have about a minute. Why do you split so late? Oh my god, I split when white screen. Yeah. I noticed in general that's your split time for teleports, right? Is you split once you see the white screen. Instead of splitting once. I split once I see the animation start, but to each their own. It's not that big of a difference, honestly. Yeah.
Okay.
I split right here when I hear the timer of the sound effect. Sorry. I split when I hear the sound effect. Straight jump forward or jumping straight upwards, I think is slower than jump mist bat, if I'm remembering correctly. I think you're supposed to just jump and mist bat and then jump forward, mist bat, and wing smash from here. Mist bat for safety, I respect it. This is a pretty tough room. I don't blame you for going for the mist bat for safety. If I remember correctly, your second castle is actually really good, all things considered. Decent movement here. Yeah, going for that, oh, this is where you mess up. So you drop your wing smash here, you need to mist bat and then kill this tombstone. You go for the bat dash through these tombstones. You need to kill every single tombstone in this hallway for the experience route.
No medicine left. What are you talking about? We bought an elixir. This is fucking dangerous.
You missed bat a little early there, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Look into the strat that I do in the any percent tutorial where you bat dash out of this screen. So walk forward, turn around, bat dash, dive kick, throw buffalo stars. Saves half a second. It's not very difficult at all. You're already doing like mechanically like difficult things. Like it's not that difficult. Oh, here, this is the other thing I forgot. You need to start doing upward wing smashes in these rooms. So you maintain your vertical momentum when you do wing smashes against the ceiling. I haven't gotten to the second castle tutorial, so I'll get there. No worries, man. So when you're doing wing smashes in these hallways, do upward wing smashes because you maintain your vertical momentum against the ceiling here. So as long as you do like your second to last wing smash upwards in these areas, I just do full upward wing smashes, but so long as you have upward momentum in these wing smashes, I can tell that you're doing straight forward wing smashes by the angle that the bat sprite is at, and then you're pressing up at the last one. You want to make sure you're doing upward wing smashes the whole time. Yeah, here you're doing forward wing smashes, and then you hold up at the end. Because if you were doing upward wing smashes the whole time, you would end up here by the time you missed that. It saves like a full second and a half for each one of these missed bats. You just end up in a way better spot. Good movement up here. Nice. Good jumps. You timed them well too. You missed bat a little late, but missed bat late. You can cut these missed bats a little early. Again, I go over this in the tutorial. Missed batting here for safety is 100% valid. That's fine. It only loses half a second, and the other strat, if you're not practiced with it, is very tough. Okay. Early missed bat, I'm not a huge fan. But I mean, it's not the slowest thing ever. Also a late untransform there, but again, not the slowest thing ever. Compared to like world record strats, that's probably like, you probably lost like 2 seconds there, but at this point you're fine. I fuck that up in every attempt. Yeah, it just comes with practice. Okay, real quick to note about these stairs. If it ever comes up, it's important to note that if you are ever zipping using the terrain boost on these stairs, all these slopes, the left slopes are different from the right slopes. These are glitch slopes on the left side. So if you try and like do the terrain boost from the leftmost side and you fly upward from here, it zips you down. But on the right side, because I think I remember you doing this on the last one, the right side is safe to do it that way. Like you specifically fly downwards on this one, but you would have been fine. You can actually zip on these ones. The right side is fine. It's the left side that's fucked up. But if you do want to zip on the left side, you just have to go a little bit forward. That's it. That's just information that's good to know for future attempts. The zips or the terrain boosts that I go for on my world record attempt is, I think, technically optimal. I remember Talik looked into it, and the way that I do it might be optimal. I go over this in my world record tutorial as well. Let me look at your menu. Yeah, you do the bad menu again. So what you want to do is you want to press left trigger when you're in this menu and equip Buffalo Stars over the Mana Prism because you're done with your Mana Prism. You don't need to do it anymore. Backsliding missed bats would be optimal, but those are way too hard. Otherwise, it's kind of the same. Okay. Anyways, you need a left trigger to highlight the Mana Prism section and then equip Buffalo Stars over your Mana Prism. And then from there, you equip the Heart Refresh, so that way you have a Buffalo Star up here instead of a Mana Prism. So when you do the next menu, all you have to do is open the menu, press A 3 times, and then close the menu. It'll save you like a full second.
That's good.
Yep. If you practice it for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, you'll get it every single time. That menu. The menu is super free. It's not hard at all. And it's very easy to get into your muscle memory. It's very quick and snappy when you do it. Here you don't miss bat, but whatever. You wing smash, it was a little slow, but you got the wolf transformation. So this menu, instead of fumbling around looking for the Buffalo Star, this entire time you just go start AAA, or I guess back button technically. Back button, AAA, back button to close the menu, and you're done. Alright. you don't really need to fly forward at all. Doing full vertical movement with bat is technically the fastest you can go vertically. Decent save with the miss bat there. You wing smash, untransform, backdash off, perfectly fine. Nice. Decent fight, not that bad.
Yeah, dude, fucking let's go.
That was a pretty good fight, all things considered. I would say you might have jumped a little late on the second jump, but overall, that's about as good as the fight that I get in the world record run, so.
Just kill him.
I remember you messed this fight up a little bit, right? Yeah, you jumped. You don't need to leave the ground at all during this fight. The way I do it in the world record run, and the way that I've done it for like ever, is super duper consistent. Some people like to jump so that way they can hit a certain part of the hitbox or whatever, and it's supposed to be faster or whatever. It doesn't matter. So long as you are aiming for the right most hand most of the time, you're fine. You don't need to jump here. You also you get out of the landing lag in time, basically. If you're worried about like being stuck in landing lag from the tall jump or whatever, the tall fall or whatever. So you don't need to jump there. You don't need to jump. No. So long as you fall, throw Buffalo Stars, and then you might need to stop. I don't remember. No, you don't need to stop throwing Buffalo Stars. You get out of the high fall animation by the time he's about to swing. So instead you just walk to the right a tiny bit. You also don't want to over move when you're in this fight. So you don't want to walk too far forward, too far back, but it doesn't matter so long as you avoid the attacks. And you only want to face left to throw Buffalo Stars for just like a second. So you don't need to jump. I would say 100% like look at the way that I do the fight. I don't leave the ground at all.
Dude, why was that so slow?
It was slow because you had to transform to avoid his attacks, but that's all.
Wow.
Either way, your second castle was relatively clean. Just working on bat movement with in Clock Tower and where else? Working on this Dracula fight, you'll save like 4 seconds. Clock Tower movement, you'll save like 15 seconds. Doing the proper experience route will save you an extra 9 seconds. So that's already sub 18 super free. That's like a 1730. So you have the potential to do it. You just have to clean up a handful of sections, bro. You got it. And like the execution on those sections is not that hard. So